Is true genius something, just gifted to a few lucky people? Or is mastery, that incredible skill, that influence we see, is that something we can actually build? Something maybe within reach for us?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Exactly. And today we're doing a deep dive into Robert Greene's fantastic book, Mastery, to really unpack that.
It's a phenomenal piece of work.
It really is. Our mission here is to explore this universal process. Greene maps out the path that masters, both historical figures and people today, have followed. And, this isn't about finding some quick hack, not at all. Greene emphasizes it's about deliberate, patient effort, often pretty challenging work.
Feeling that an overnight thing.
No. He outlines these 3 core phases. There's the apprenticeship phase, then the creative active phase, and finally, you get to true mastery.
A real journey.
Welcome, everyone, to BookCast FM.
Bringing books to life, one cast at a time.
Great to have you with us as we explore Greene's insights.
Let's dive in.
Okay, so let's start right at the beginning, because Greene's core idea is, well, it's really powerful. He basically argues that every human has the potential for mastery.
Which is quite a statement.
It is. It's not about being born with some special gift. It takes immense patience, real self-direction, and honestly, a lot of courage. He just dismantles this whole myth of talent. He shows mastery isn't magic. It's built on persistence, being adaptable, and really strategic learning.
And what's so interesting there, I think, is how that view really democratizes mastery. It takes it away from being this exclusive club of naturals.
Yeah, makes it attainable.
Right. It becomes about cultivated skill. And the insight, really, is that knowledge is most valuable when it's not just gathered, but truly understood and then, applied.
Consistently.
Through action.
Exactly.
Through deliberate action. It's a very practical, grounded way to think about potential. Anyone can start.
And that path, that whole journey, it kicks off with the first big phase. Apprenticeship.
The foundation.
Totally. This is the learning phase, where you humbly absorb knowledge, pick up skills through really keen observation and just relentless practice, getting those fundamentals down cold.
So where does that actually begin? Greene spends a lot of time on this concept he calls your life's task. What's that all about?
Yeah, the life's task. It's foundational.
Greene suggests that basically everyone has this unique inclination, like an inner force guiding you towards what you're truly meant to do.
Not just follow your passion, then.
Not quite. It's deeper than that. Passion can be fleeting, right? This is more like a disciplined alignment with your true self. The big insight is that mastery starts when you commit to this inner calling, not chasing external stuff like money or status.
Right. Those are byproducts, maybe, not the goal. And how do you even begin to find that in yourself? He gives some pointers, doesn't he?
He does. He says, look back at your childhood. What fascinated you? Those early interests are often, unfiltered expressions of your core leanings.
Like Einstein and the compass.
Exactly. That lifelong curiosity sparked by something simple. And critically, he says you have to learn to tune out social pressures. Society often pushes us towards the safe path.
Which can lead to feeling dissatisfied later.
For sure. So the key is choosing direction over short-term rewards. It's a long game. Think about Leonardo da Vinci. His intense observation of nature early on guided everything he did later. Art, science, everything.
So for you listening, maybe a first step is a kind of self-inventory. Think about activities that just absorbed you as a kid or even now.
Yeah, and think long-term. Like 10, 20 years out.
And then start filtering opportunities, saying yes only to things that genuinely feel like they align, that move you towards that life's task. Greene has this great quote, "You possess a kind of inner force that seeks to guide you toward your life's task, what you are meant to accomplish in the time you have to live."
It's powerful stuff. Freddie Roach, the boxing trainer, great example.
Oh yeah, how so?
Well, he was a fighter first. But when his body gave out, he shifted to coaching. His life's task, that deep understanding of boxing, bringing out the best in fighters, that stayed constant.
Ah, so the form changed, but the core task remained.
Exactly. He adapted without losing that core.
Yeah.
It shows your calling can evolve in how you express it.
Okay, so you find this inner calling, this direction, but then how do you actually build the skills? Greene is pretty clear here. It demands this discipline, sometimes tough period, the ideal apprenticeship.
No shortcuts. He's very firm on that.
What does that look like?
Greene lays out this 3-step structure. First, deep observation, kind of passive, just absorbing everything. Then skill acquisition, that's the practice, the repetition, building muscle memory.
Right.
And finally, experimentation. That's where you start testing your own ideas, but only after you've got the basics down.
Yeah.
And the really crucial point, learning is self-directed. You got to go beyond what's assigned.
Yeah, push yourself. And it means that embracing the mundane sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, Greene mentions Charles Darwin spending years cataloging barnacles. Sounds boring.
Right. But that meticulous work was fundamental for his later theories. It honed his observation skills incredibly.
And it also means, especially early on, maybe working for experience over money.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Think Benjamin Franklin in his brother's print shop.
Mhm.
Learned so much, earned very little initially. Foundational.
And you have to push through discomfort. Greene actually argues that frustration is a good sign.
It means you're stretching yourself, growing.
Right. So for you, this means maybe choosing a job or situation that's rich in learning, even if the pay isn't top dollar at first.
And breaking complex skills down, master the sub-skills one by one.
And constantly seek feedback, even the tough feedback.
Especially the tough feedback. That's where the growth accelerates. Greene says, the goal of the apprenticeship is transformation of your mind and character, turning you into someone capable of mastering the field.
It's a deep transformation.
It really is. It's like those boxing students. Freddie Roach trains drilling basic jabs thousands of times. You have to ingrain the fundamentals until they're automatic.
That makes sense. Now, something I found really fascinating was the role of mentors. This brings us to the next step. Absorbing the master's power. How does Greene see mentorship working?
Well, if you connect to the bigger picture, a mentor basically saves you years of banging your head against the wall.
Compresses the timeline.
Exactly. They've already faced the challenges, figured things out. They offer like a shortcut to wisdom and can open doors you wouldn't even know existed.
He uses the example of Michael Faraday and Humphrey Davy, right?
Perfect example.
Mm.
Davy gave Faraday access to knowledge, equipment, connections. It would have taken Faraday decades otherwise. The deep insight here is you're not just learning techniques, you're internalizing how a master thinks.
Their patterns, their approach.
Their whole worldview sometimes.
But it's not just finding any famous person, is it? Choosing the right mentor seems key. And what's our role in that relationship?
Crucial point. It's not about chasing status. You need someone who genuinely challenges you, who aligns with your life's task, pushes you.
Someone invested.
Right. And as the protege, you can't be passive. You have to be incredibly active. Ask questions constantly, apply the advice immediately, treat criticism like a gift.
That's a mindset shift.
It is. But there's also a caution. Don't become over-dependent. Eventually, you need to break away and forge your own path.
Like Martha Graham leaving Ruth St. Denis to create modern dance.
Precisely. She learned, absorbed, then innovated on her own terms. That's essential for true mastery.
Okay, so actionable takeaways for you listening. Do your homework on potential mentors. Really research them.
Know what you want to learn. Be specific.
And think about what you can offer in return. Assistance, dedication, showing progress. Make it a two-way street.
Absolutely. And plan your exit. Mentorship is usually a phase. You might even have several mentors over time for different skills.
As Greene puts it, the mentor-protege relationship is the most efficient form of learning ever devised.
It really can be. Temple Grandin often talks about her mentor, William Proctor, and how crucial his guidance and belief were early on.
So important. Okay, before we jump into the creative phase, Greene throws in something vital. Mastery isn't just technical chops.
Not at all.
You can be brilliant but fail if you lack this next piece. Social intelligence. Why is mastering people just as important?
Because fundamentally, you don't operate in a vacuum. You have to navigate social environments, understand people. Greene's insight is that real mastery requires seeing people objectively, understanding their motivations, the hidden ones too, and responding strategically, not just emotionally.
He talks about two sides of it.
Yeah, specific knowledge of individuals' reading moods, personalities, and general knowledge of human nature, like universal drives, insecurities, egos. And he contrasts the naive view, where we assume everyone's rational, with the real view,
Which is?
that people are complex, emotional, often driven by self-interest. Understanding that difference is key to navigating effectively.
And this leads to practical advice, like avoiding toxic types.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The manipulators, the drama magnets, steer clear.
It's also about winning allies, respecting egos, observing group dynamics before jumping in.
Right. And handling conflict strategically. No knee-jerk emotional reactions. Stay calm. Think it through.
Social intelligence is like a career multiplier. Look
Yeah.
at Benjamin Franklin again, his diplomatic skill, charming rivals, building alliances. That was just as key as his inventions.
Absolutely critical. So for you, this translates to observe first in new settings. Learn the dynamics.
Watch and listen.
Adapt your communication style. Talk to different people differently.
And if conflict arises,
Try to diffuse with empathy or curiosity, not anger. Identify the real influencers, the gatekeepers. And a simple one, stay out of gossip.
good advice anytime.
Builds trust. Greene warns pretty starkly. If you are not careful, your lack of social skills can doom you to failure, no matter how talented you are.
Wow. Okay, so you've done the apprenticeship, you've honed your social intelligence. Now we get to the really exciting part. Awaken the dimensional mind.
The creative active phase.
Yeah. This is where you shift from following rules to bending them, reimagining things, producing original work, where creativity really takes off.
Greene calls it the dimensional mind. It's this ability to see beyond the surface, make unexpected connections, find novel solutions.
How do you cultivate that?
Well, a key lesson is breaking out of the complacency trap. So many people get competent and just stop pushing.
Coasting.
Exactly. Masters don't do that. Think Mozart, even after he was famous, always experimenting, pushing boundaries. Another big thing is combining fields.
Like Leonardo da Vinci.
The ultimate example. Art, engineering, anatomy, he merged them all. Greene talks about a spiral of creativity. Intense focus, then stepping back, letting things connect subconsciously.
Preventing burnout, too, maybe.
Could be. And you have to be willing to fail fast. Mistakes aren't failures, they're data points. The deep insight is that creativity isn't random. It comes from deep knowledge plus fearless experimentation.
And a willingness to break things a little.
Right, so for you, how do you foster this? Greene says, deliberately experiment. Take on projects outside your comfort zone.
Cross-pollinate ideas. Learn something totally different and see how it connects back.
Document your ideas. Those random thoughts might be gold later.
Yeah.
Change your environment. Sometimes new places spark new thinking.
And embrace productive discomfort. If it feels too easy, make it harder.
Yeah. As Greene says, creativity is by its nature an act of boldness and rebellion.
Love that.
Temple Grandin, again, is such a great example here. Combining animal science with her unique insights from autism led to revolutionary designs for livestock handling.
A completely novel perspective born from merging fields.
Exactly. Groundbreaking stuff.
Okay, which brings us home. The final stage. The culmination of it all. Mastery.
The peak.
This is where knowledge, experience, intuition, it all just merges into this fluid capability. Decisions seem almost effortless.
But it's built on years and years of deliberate practice. Greene really demystifies intuition here. He basically says, intuition is nothing more than the accumulation of vast amounts of information stored in the brain.
So it's not magic.
No. It's pattern recognition happening at lightning speed, unconsciously. You move from conscious competence, thinking through every step, to unconscious competence, automaticity.
Like a master chess player just seeing the board, not calculating endlessly.
Or an experienced pilot reacting instantly in an emergency. It's ingrained. The profound insight is that what looks like genius is often the result of incredible, focused effort over time. It's attainable.
What are the hallmarks of this stage?
Fluid adaptability is key. Masters aren't rigid. They adjust instantly to change because their understanding is so deep. They also tend to return to a beginner's mind. They stay curious, always learning.
Never thinking they know it all.
Exactly. And often there's a focus on legacy, on contribution, teaching, mentoring, innovating for the next generation.
So for you, reaching this level means learning to trust your instincts, but only once they're built on real expertise.
Right. Grounded intuition.
Stay curious. Always refine your understanding by teaching it. And yeah, avoid that complacency trap.
Never stop pushing.
Remember Greene's ultimate quote, the heart of it all. Mastery is not a function of genius or talent. It is a function of time and intense focus applied to a particular field of knowledge.
It really sums it up. Think of Yo-Yo Ma playing the cello.
Effortless.
Technically, yes. It's so ingrained, so automatic that he can pour everything into the emotional interpretation. His mastery lets him cross genres, connect deeply because the technique is just there. He's not thinking about fingers, he's thinking about feeling.
Amazing. So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener? Robert Greene's mastery gives us this incredible roadmap.
It really challenges old ideas about talent.
Absolutely. The core message. Passion alone isn't enough. You need discipline, you need strategy, learning is active, seek feedback, push through the tough spots.
See, obstacles is training, not dead ends.
Right. Mastery isn't a destination you just arrive at. It's a lifelong pursuit. And maybe the most exciting part, You have to be willing to break the rules eventually.
But only after you truly understand them. Deeply.
Made them your own.
Yeah, and this raises a really important point for today, doesn't it? In a world changing so fast, the future belongs to people who learn skills and, critically, combine them creatively.
Adaptability through mastery.
Exactly. Greene's message is timeless.
Mhm.
The time invested in mastering something, it pays you back tenfold. It's an investment that truly lasts.
Such a powerful journey. Greene lays out finding your calling, that disciplined apprenticeship, leveraging mentors, mastering social skills, embracing creativity, and finally achieving that intuitive command.
A complete path.
So as you go about your day, maybe ask yourself, what life's task might be calling you? How could you start your own path to mastery, even in a small way, starting today?
It's a great question to ponder.
We really encourage you to grab a copy of Robert Greene's Mastery to explore these ideas even further. It's packed with so much more detail and amazing stories. We've put a link to purchase the book in the description for this deep dive.
Definitely worth the read.
Thank you so much for joining us today on BookCast FM.
Bringing books to life, one cast at a time.
We'll catch you on the next deep dive.